You stopped Ozempic and you gained 10 pounds in your first month. I'm going to break it down for you scientifically, exactly how and why it happened. Okay, so let's say you've been on GLP-1 medication. You haven't been prioritized eating your protein. You haven't been prioritized resistance training, okay? And you haven't been working on fixing your relationship with food, right? On healthy coping mechanisms and learning how to create healthy coping mechanisms outside of food. So let's say you were on GLP-1 medication. You lost 30 pounds, but 10 pounds of it was muscle. For every 1 pound of muscle that we have on our body, we're burning about an additional 50 calories at rest. So if I lost 10 pounds of muscle, I lost 30 pounds, great, but I lost 10 pounds of muscle. That means when I stop the medication, I now have 10 less pounds of muscle to be burning through calories in my body. That means every single day, I'm burning 500 less calories. Now, let's just say I haven't really fixed my relationship with eating. Maybe I have done some work in that regard, but my appetite is back, and I haven't really practiced mindfulness eating strategies, so I'm eating an extra 500 calories a day. Okay, so law of thermodynamics, I'm now negative 1,000, right? Because I'm burning 500 less than before I started, and I'm eating an extra 500 relative to where I was before. So to the body, it's burning 500 less, eating 500 more. That's a surplus of 1,000 calories. 500 not getting burned, and then 500 extra being taken in because I just came off the medication. That's 1,000 extra calories, okay? There is 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So if I'm now net negative 1,000 calories a day, because I came off the GLP-1 medication and I'm back to eating as normal, after 3.5 days, I will gain back 1 pound of fat. Okay, just running through those numbers with you, just roughly, right? That's assuming that everything else kind of stayed the same, right? It's just you're taking in a little bit more calories, and now you've got the less muscle on your frame. So you see how quickly it is at that pace, right? And let's say you take in an extra 250 calories. Okay, instead of a pound every 3.5 days, it's a pound a week, right? But at that pace of a pound every 3.5 days, right? Now you've put on about 10 pounds back after your first month. If you want to know how to break this cycle, click the link below, and I'm going to give you the secret on how to break it so that you keep your protein high, so you're able to maintain as much muscle mass as possible. You're doing your exercising, so you're also able to maintain as much muscle mass as possible, right? So if you decide to come off the drug, you haven't really lost any muscle, so you're not in that deficit, but you have lost fat, okay? And I taught you how to look at your emotional relationship with food and how to emotionally regulate yourself. I've got it all mapped out for you. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is breaking it down in this way. They're just saying, oh my gosh, you got to stay on the medication forever because if you come off, you're going to gain back the weight. But they're not really breaking down, hey, here's why you're regaining the weight. And if I know why I'm regaining the weight, then I can figure out, okay, well, how do I address this? How do I address this? How do I address that? And if I can address those things, then I no longer need to be afraid about coming off the medication.